Day one of action from the Little League Softball Regional in Bristol, Connecticut had a little bit of everything. It had big hits, it had some excellent defense, some fun in the crowd, and we also had 4 teams win: New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut. All winners on day one of action here at Breen Field. All these teams, 10 teams here this week, they're playing with one goal in mind: to reach Portland, Oregon in the Little League Softball World Series. We are back in Bristol, Connecticut, and it's game number 3 on day number 2 of the Little League Softball East Regional, and we have our first elimination game coming up next. It's Maine, it's Maryland, all the action coming up right now.
And welcome to Bristol, Connecticut. Doug Sherman along with Sam Dostler. Glad you could join us here today. And Sam, it comes down to this one game for a spot in the Little League World Series.
Yeah, this one's going to be a lot of fun. This is a rematch of the game earlier in the week. Pennsylvania won behind Elizabeth Schuler, but this Connecticut team, a big win yesterday. They're looking for some revenge here. It's going to be a good one.
For Pennsylvania.
We're here at A. Bartlett Giamatti Little League Leadership Training Center. Beautiful Bristol, Connecticut, Breen Field. Of course, the home of ESPN. Sam Dostler with you on ESPN+. This is game number 3 on day 3 here of the Little League Softball East Regional. This is a winner's bracket game. Both these teams winning their first contest, and it'll be Logan Lamazny, the only runner to reach for Massachusetts, to lead off the top of the 4th inning. She singled and was thrown out stealing second base promptly. So far through 3 innings, Elizabeth Schuler has faced the minimum 9. Both pitchers have really been sharp. That was an off-speed pitch. Swung through, 1-1. Schuler certainly working with a whole lot of confidence. That one misses just in. Schuler, a fan of the New York Yankees. Big Philadelphia Eagles fan. Likes The Rock. And she's a fan of hot chicken wings. Not sure if she's going to have the opportunity, but a place to go for wings in this area. Jay Timothy is in the town over Plainville. Outside corner, and that's strike 3 called, and there's strikeout number 4. Schuler had 3 of them yesterday and no walks. She now has 4 today. Beautiful on the outside corner, a little bit of a drop ball, and Lamazny strikes out. Now Kylie Doolin, she struck out in her first at-bat. Takes a strike. Doolin, who skateboards and also plays the piano and guitar, very musically inclined. She's a big fan of AC/DC. 0-1 is tap foul, and Schuler continuing to come right at this Massachusetts team. Hit down the third baseline, just foul. So Doolin trying to battle here, trying to get something going for Massachusetts. Chelsea Harrison has moved into left field. Again, Doolin able to fight it off. The new right fielder is Emily Holtzapfel. As both teams work on getting their substitutes in. Of course, there's a mandatory play. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They tag the batter, and there's 2 gone. And they worked Doolin away with some hard stuff, and then came back with something soft down and away, and she swung through it. Back-to-back strikeouts. Nice play back there by Reedy to knock it down and get up swiftly for the tag. 5 strikeouts now, and Avery Greco will bat. Holtzapfel, a long run, dives, can't make it. Good effort. Schuler looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Kaya Hills, she's gone to second base. On the outside corner, 0-2. Greco has really settled in. She's the pitcher on the other side after allowing 2 runs in the first inning. Looks at a ball. One ball, 2 strike pitch from Schuler, looking to strike out the side. Instead, it's going to be a ground ball to short. Bobbled, throw, not in time. Greco able to leg it out. So the speed of Greco pays off, and that's the first base runner since the first inning for Massachusetts. Good job getting in front of it by Paige Lorson. It's the first error of the game on either side. It's really been a well-played game so far. And here's Lizzie Betancourt, the number 4 batter in this Massachusetts lineup. Swing and a miss. Throw to first. Good arm displayed there by Reedy. We've already seen it a couple times, namely when she was able to throw Lamazny out at second base. 0-1. Off-speed pitch. Runner goes. Throw to second. Not in time. Throw a little bit to the third base side. Greco able to get in there. Now a runner in scoring position. But 2 strikes on the batter, Betancourt. She grounded out 6-3 her first time up. She does have room up the middle. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. And that's going to doink into right field for a base knock. Here comes the runner. The throw's going to be cut off, and Massachusetts is going to be on the board. The throw did end up coming through to the plate, but long after Avery Greco had crossed, and some 2-out magic here for this Massachusetts team out of Peabody. Betancourt not trying to do too much. Flared it into right field. And Greco, who stole the base a moment ago, able to come across and score. That changes the feeling of this game a little bit. Schuler had been very much in command. This is Jalen Emerson, who's batting. He wears number 9, takes a ball. Emerson, favorite athlete, Tom Brady. A recurring theme you'll see with these Massachusetts players. Emerson likes the hip-hop dance as she looks at strike 3 on the outside corner, so Schuler does end up striking out the side, but some 2-out magic from Massachusetts. They get a run. It's now 2-1. 2-1 Pennsylvania. Massachusetts able to put a run on the board in the top of the 4th inning. 2 outs, nobody on, but they rallied. That's a big run as it changes the feeling in this game a little bit. Elizabeth Schuler had been absolutely cruising along. Avery Greco, after a couple of runs in the first inning, she is settled in, and we're really been watching an excellent game here this afternoon. Pinch hitter coming up here for Pennsylvania. Chelsea Harrison, the left fielder, will stand in. One other defensive change to tell you about for Massachusetts. During their changes last inning, they moved Lizzie Betancourt over to first base. She went from third to first base, as Sweeney went from second base to third base. 1 run, 2 hits for Massachusetts, 2-4-1 for Pennsylvania. Ripped up the middle, and it's going to fall in front of the center fielder, Jessica Steed. So Harrison comes on and delivers a leadoff base knock. First time Pennsylvania's had the leadoff runner on. There's been some very hard hit balls off of Greco today, mostly early, and that one looks to get the inning going here in the 4th as Pennsylvania looks to get back the run that they surrendered in the top half. Special pinch runner at first base as
now batting for Pennsylvania is the 4th baseman, number 22, Abby Lorson.
Gianna Goodman over to first. 1-1 as Abby Lorson bats. Lorson walked in the first inning. In that first inning, Pennsylvania, they sent 8 batters to the plate, popped up. Is there room? Yes, no? Nearly the catch made, a wonderful effort by Doolin. He went into that screen. Thought for a moment she had it. The effort's all you can ask for. Another look at this effort by Doolin. She came over near the screen and was nearly able to make it, just ran out of room. Both these catchers have been impressive. 1-2, swing and a miss. The batter is out. The runner does advance to second base. So Lorson will strike out. That's the first strikeout for Greco, who had 10 of them on Saturday. And now it'll be Hills to stand in and hit for the first time.
Now batting for Pennsylvania is the second baseman, number 2, Micaiah Hills.
So Micaiah Hills bunts it foul. Hills went in recently defensively. Went to second base, now getting her first plate appearance of the game. Line the other way, that's gonna get down for a base hit from Hills. They're gonna hold the runner at third. Runners on the corners with just 1 out. Hills going with the pitch the other way. A couple of hits in the inning here for Pennsylvania.
Now batting for Pennsylvania is the right fielder, number 99, Emily Holtzapfel.
Now Emily Holtzapfel will make her first plate appearance. Let's see what manager Corey Goodman has up his sleeve with runners on the corners. Holtzapfel hitting for Liliana Cox, and now Mark Betancourt meeting at the mound. Mark Betancourt has had quite the weekend. We talked to him on Friday, and he had just driven up from Orange, Connecticut, where the Peabody Tanners Softball Little League was playing in the Junior Softball Little League East Regional. He then drove up here, talked to us for a little while, took care of some business there before driving back up to Peabody that night for his youngest son's 9- and 10-year-old state championship game. They did lose that game, and you'd think that's enough. Okay, we lost. We're going to head back down to Connecticut for my daughter's game, his daughter Lizzie, the first baseman. That's not enough, as he's getting in the car after that 10 a.m. game to drive back to Bristol. His car battery dies. So the president of the league, his wife, gave him her car, and he made it down here. And, well, his Massachusetts team picked up a victory. So busy times for Mark Betancourt. Of course, memories that he'll never get back, even if it is a bit difficult to juggle at the moment. The infield's going to come in for Massachusetts, as second base was taken by Hills. Pitch to Holtzapfel, swung on a miss. Holtzapfel wears number 99. There's 1 out in the inning, and Greco really used a strikeout. Holtzapfel's favorite athlete is Steph Curry, Golden State Warriors guard. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a big strikeout there from Greco. Her second of the inning. And now her counterpart, Elizabeth Schuler, will bat. She lined out hard to center field her first time through.
Now batting is the pitcher, number 12, Elizabeth Schuler.
She's 0 for 2. Trying to create some separation as we play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They're going to intentionally walk her. And some respect showed to Schuler. She takes the intentional pass, and Lily Reedy, who
you have to throw to him, right?
Now some confusion as they do have to throw the pitches. You still have to throw the pitches here in Little League to issue the intentional walk. And there's ball one. Something they did away with in Major League Baseball a few years ago. Still remember at the time when Miguel Cabrera was still playing for the Marlins, the Florida Marlins at that time. And he was getting intentionally walked, or at least the opposing team thought they were intentionally walking him. And one leaked over the plate a little bit too much, and he lined a base knock into center field. And that one, goes over for a strike. And a lot of them have actually been pretty close. Off the plate, and there's ball four. So now the bases are loaded, and one way or another, we get to Lily Reedy with them loaded. She doubled in her first at-bat. Now a chance to do some damage here in the fourth. Bases full of Pennsylvania players. 1-0. Check swing. And a nice block. A little bit of help from the home plate umpire, but Doolin kept it in front. 1-1. Swung on and missed. It gets away. Here comes the runner to the plate. The toss is going to be in time, and they cut her down. Doolin, a good job getting to that one. Flipped it to Greco. She was waiting to apply the tag. Pennsylvania, they threaten. They do not score. Another look at Doolin. She had a busy inning, nearly a catch there, but no runs across.